Plaintiff April Bufano is suing her younger sister for a loan and pain and suffering due to an assault. April says when she confronted the defendant about lying, she attacked her, and she now refuses to repay the money she borrowed to get her GED. Defendant Alexa Bufano is countersuing her older sister for pain and suffering due to assault. Alexa says the plaintiff got into her face and instigated the fight.
April Bufano is suing her sister Alexa Bufano for a loan and pain and suffering due to an assault, and Alexa is countersuing April for pain and suffering due to an assault. April, how are you today?
I'm good today, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How old are you?
23.
And how old are you?
18.
You're 18?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Alexa is my only sister, my only sibling. We've been close our entire lives. Family is very important to both of us. And I really love my sister dearly, and I'm sad that we're here today.
You feel the same way?
Yeah, more or less. I've always had a close relationship with her. Through this whole conflict, I don't know, we've separated. I mean, I wish we could unite again, but...
You're going to. You're going to. I have good vibes here. Talk to me.
Okay, my sister was in her freshman year of high school, and she thought it would be a better option for her to receive a GED and enroll in college because she felt she was more mature than her classmates and
Run
peers.
that one by me again. She'd rather go to college via the GED route than finish high school?
Yeah, she felt
Where did you think of that one?
I don't know, I thought getting my GED would be like a faster road to going to college. I thought maybe had I went to high school, I probably would have not finished it.
Are you very bright?
I believe I am.
I would say so.
Why don't you take AP courses or do high school in 3 years like some of us did?
I don't know. I thought the GED would be the easier road.
Really? What do you want to be?
Right now, I'm really not too sure what I want to be.
So you're in a rush to get there, but you're not sure what you want to be when you do get there. Okay. So
my parents were not in support of it.
A shock.
Yeah. And so I felt like it was my responsibility and obligation as her sister to support whatever endeavors she was going to get into. So I lent her the money, and she's always been responsible. I've lent her money, not ever such a large amount, but I've lent her money when we were younger. It was never a problem. It was never an issue. So I lent it to her in good faith.
Where are you making the money?
Where I was working back then. I was working full time. I'm a long time saver. I'm pretty responsible. Yeah.
And you took your savings and gave it to your sister when your parents wouldn't give her money?
Yeah.
Okay. So then what happens? Did she agree to pay you back?
Yes, she did. We signed a promissory note as well.
Smart.
Yeah, just to avoid any problems, because my mom always told me with friends and family, money makes enemies. So I said, to just be safe.
Okay.
So I lent her the money in December of 06. Everything was okay. From January of 07 until June 07, she was leading me to believe she was in the GED program. I would ask her about it. She seemed, positive about it. She said she was planning on getting her GED soon. She thought she was going to get the certificate. So I thought all was well. In 07, July 4th, we were at a family barbecue. I first approached her about the GED. I said, how's it going? It's, 6-7 months. What's the deal with it? She blew me off, and then I approached her about the loan. She then at that time denied that I even gave her the loan and stormed out of the family barbecue.
No, Your Honor. I just felt like, wrong time, wrong place, or I didn't forget that I owed her. I didn't think she forgot. I just felt like, why is she bringing it up now?
I calmly approached her between the two of us. She was the one who really made a commotion and made people say, what's going on.
Did you tell your parents that you gave her the money?
Yeah, they knew about it.
Okay, and what made you think she could get a GED in 6 or 7 months?
She's very intelligent. She's very smart. She just, I believed in her.
Okay, so then what happens at the barbecue?
She gets upset saying that I'm defaming her, I'm turning my family against her, I'm making her look like a deadbeat. I said, I'm not. You're not standing up to your obligations that we've agreed to. She gets upset, she storms out. Then in October of 07, same year, I'm at home with my mom and we're sitting down eating dinner.
Had you seen her since the 4th of July barbecue?
No.
Had she paid you any money at all?
Nothing. That's my issue too. It's not even like she said, here, April, here's $50 in good faith, here's $75 in good faith. No payments at all.
I did give her $100 probably here or there.
No, she has not.
Did you get a receipt?
No.
Did you have her sign anything?
No.
Okay, but she had you sign a promissory note. Let's see the promissory note.
And I really feel like I've been more...
I agree will be repaid on or before January 1, 2008. That's why she's asking. She loaned it in December of 2006 and then figures in the next year you would have paid her something. And so on the 4th of July, which is midway or more than midway, she's got nothing and asked you about it. And in October, she's got nothing and asked you about it. So what happens in October?
I didn't even ask her anything in October. She came in. I don't know if she knew I was going to be there or not.
It's your mom's.
Yeah. I live with my mom. So she was really, I guess, upset.
Who does she live with?
She lives with my dad.
Oh, okay.
So I guess she was upset to see me and literally attacked me while I was sitting on the chair and knocked me off my chair on the floor.
And what did you do?
I was caught off guard. I never hit her back. I'm 5 years older than her. I'm larger than she is. I would never hit her back. She's my younger sister. I love her. So she's attacking me. I'm trying to fend her off more than fight back in self-defense, trying to hold her down or pin her down. Mm-hmm. My mom is there. My mom's getting very upset. She's crying. I'm telling my mom to call the police because it's just really getting wild and I didn't want it to escalate to a situation that would become out of control. So my mom said she didn't want to call the police. She was really upset about it. So I phoned the police. The police show up. My mom's begging me, don't press charges. It's going to break her heart, everything like that. So then the police explained that if I press charges against her, she in return could press charges against me. And,
What department is this?
NYPD.
NYPD?
Yeah, that if I claim that she assaulted me, she in turn can say.
Well, did your mother corroborate that she hit you?
Yeah.
So what are the police worried about?
I don't know.
Did you hit her back?
No.
Did your mother say you hit her back?
No.
Did she hit you back?
No, she didn't hit me back.
So what are the police talking about? You see, to me, that tells me that they don't want to be bothered because it's a domestic. It's two sisters, they don't want to be bothered.
Yeah, and they had
Shame
that
on
attitude.
them.
And they said, if you both want to spend the night in jail, go ahead. So I said, what's the point? I'm going to upset my
Next
mother.
time that happens, and hopefully it will never happen again, you get the shield number of that cop and you call his superior.
Yeah.
All right? No cop has the right to tell you you're both going to jail for a night if you want to press charges when there's absolutely no evidence that you did anything wrong.
Yeah.
By the defendant, by the accused, or by the witness standing there.
Yeah. I also have a witness statement from my mom. So that night.
Hold on, let me read this. Okay. April and I were home one evening having dinner when Alexa came to visit. The two had not seen or spoken to each other since the 4th of July incident. It was instantly apparent there was tension. Alexa proceeded to verbally attack April, cursing and calling her names, and then knocked her off my dining room chair. She began erratically swinging and kicking, scratched April's entire back, caused large bruising on April's face, which remained almost 2 weeks. The police were phoned due to the commotion, but I begged my daughter not to press charges. The police left my home. Okay, Alexa. Talk to me.
Okay. I agree with her, that I am wrong in some way, but at the same time, she loaned a 15-year-old $3,000. I don't know. I wouldn't loan a 15-year-old $3,000. What did she think? I was going to collect cans to pay her back the money? I don't know what she thought.
I assumed you would maybe get a part-time job or do something in good faith.
But most people don't get 15-year-olds $3,000. I don't know most people that do it.
But you're not most people. When someone's a sister, I think different rules apply.
But still. So anyway, Your Honor, at the barbecue, there were other people around. She was as soon as I came through, oh, here she is, the deadbeat. She took advantage, telling everybody, making it like she was this poor victim, victimized. And she made a big deal about it, right? So I got pissed off and I left.
Careful your language.
I'm sorry, I got mad. And I left. Then we hadn't seen each other till October. She is completely delusional because when I went to my mother's house, she was in my face, yelling, talking, constantly, barking like a chihuahua. So she wouldn't stop. So I don't know what she's talking about, that she was on a chair. She was more in my face, and then I pushed her, and then that's when the whole fight had happened.
So is your mother lying when your mother said that Alexa proceeded to verbally attack April, cursing and calling her names, and then knocked her off the chair? Is your mother lying?
I'm not saying my mother's lying. I just believe my mother has fallen victim to her manipulation. And I believe that somehow...
Could it always be everybody else?
It's not everybody else, but when you throw so much dirt on someone's name, she makes it out to be I'm this deadbeat runaway with her money. Where does she think I'm going with her money?
Even if she told me, the real issue of the case is when she told me... Yeah, we're going to get to an even bigger issue of this. The money that I lent her was never even used for the GED. She didn't obtain her GED till this past spring in a free program.
What'd you do with the money, Alexa?
It was intended upon being used for the GED, but it was never $3,000 for the GED. Like, that's what it wasn't.
I'm not charity. I wouldn't give money away.
Okay, but it was a $3,000 loan. Like, you didn't say like, oh, this is for the GED exactly. So I don't know why she would bring me to court.
The reason it had to be brought to court is because you are a deadbeat.
I don't think so.
All right, now let me tell you something right now. All right? You raise a very interesting point. And the point that you raise, and you are one sharp cookie, the point that you raise is that how could you give money to a 15-year-old and expect to be paid back? There's no question that across this country, a minor's capacity to consent to a contract is basically not there. You cannot agree or contract to do something if you're a minor. However, once you do reach the age of majority in New York and you agree or admit that you did borrow money, it's called a ratification of the contract. So even though she was underage at the time that she agreed and signed this promissory note, which is essentially a contract, she ratified it. So now you owe her the money. Now, let me tell you something. She is a sensitive, caring young woman.
Thank you.
Your parents wouldn't give you the money, all right? She decides to give you
And
the
I
money that she's going to say, do
appreciate
not interrupt me, not a good idea. She decides to give you the money because she loves you. She absolutely loves you. But don't try to pull the wool over my eyes and tell me that your mother didn't get it right. I knew as soon as she said it that she was getting it right. I didn't even need your mother's statement. But telling me she's barking like a chihuahua, telling me she's acting like the victim, she is the victim. Pay her because she's a victim. You owe her the money. All right. Look, I'm not banging my gavel and storming off because I want the two of you to be able to reconnect. And when you have kids and when she has kids, I mean, it's going to be your kids are going to grow up together. You are two lovely young women. All right. So give each other a hug and get over it and pay her. Okay? Voted for the plaintiff.